I was into the music real deep, and I ran into K. Lou. K. Lou used to stay across the street from me at one time, and I used to buzz K. Lou, man, let me up in that studio, man, let me do this, man, and I went to go make some music. That's what it was, I went to go make some music, and I walk up in the studio, and that's when I first saw E-40 for the, he was working on Drought feet. And I'm sitting there listening to him, faking like I'm making some music, listening to him. But the whole time I'm asking, bro, what you saying right here, bro? Because 40 pattern was, was that rapid, like, And I'm like, bro, what you talking about? We all sitting up in there chopping it up, and then Pete walk up in the studio. Man, what you doing with that beat right there? And that's how I end up being around them. You know what I mean? We all tapped in like that.
With 40 before P.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, because you know what I mean. Because I didn't, like I say, I didn't know nothing about the rap game. 40 was the first artist that I had actually just sat up and watched work.
Man, what was it like seeing him create that? That was a monster of a song.
Man, I was sitting there amused just listening to him, talking so fast and saying this. I was like, man, this brother is sharp with some words. And to where I had to keep on asking, brother, what you saying right here? What you say right there? I kept on, he laughing and he telling me, oh, man, this is what I'm saying right here, And he was explaining it to me. K. Lou was in there, doing the recordings, you know what I mean? And we chopped it up for a minute. Then when this section was over, me and K. Lou was sitting up in the studio, and I was still trying to make the little old beat. And that's when P had walked in, him, Silk, and Big Ed had walked in. Then Phil got to talking about, yeah, man, that's the dude from Houston right there, man, that was running from the police that day. You know what I mean? I sat back and I denied it and all that old type of shit, but, he knew who I was, though, and then that was Cali-G.
Wow.
And he was like, man, get on this right here, man. You want to rap, get on this right here. And that's how all that transpired that day. And tell you how small the world is, though. I knew him before, you know what I mean? They even start calling him E-40, though.
Wow.
Because I used to be on that side of the bay, at one time.
Yeah.
I stayed up. I stayed up in Susoon. You know what I mean? Went to Solano. Playing football. You know what I mean? And I used to hang out in the V and all that. And all them little things he talk about in his raps for all them years back. I used to be around them things.
So this was this was back in the Mr. Flamboyant days.
No, I knew them before then.
Before then, wow.
Before
so you saw the very beginning of
high school. I knew them cats before they even got out of high school.
Yeah.
When they was little youngins running around through the V.
Now, did you know Mac Dre at that time as well?
No, I didn't know Mac Dre. I knew E-40 and them because a lot of the players I used to hang with used to hang out, by the bridge over there in Vallejo and Dan Foley Park, different locations, you know what I mean? But, I was an athlete then, though, so, you know what I mean? We used to just hang out, you know what I mean? Night before a football game or after a football game, we go kick it, and the town used to come out and hang out. And that's before rap really even kicked off. And then some years later, you know what I mean? I walk up in the studio, he in there with K. Lou. And, you know what I mean? But then he rapping, and I'm like, man, I didn't know you could do that. And you know, he was doing this thing way back then.
Yeah. Wow. So when he would talk, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, did he have his own, slanguage back then as well?
No, I mean, he talked to you, you know what I mean? He talked to you, you know what I mean, with some good game, but he wasn't using all that slang, though.
Yeah.
But then, you know what I mean, but when he started rapping, you know what I mean, that's when he come up with all the metaphors, you know, doing the rap, you know. But I didn't know that he fashioned himself as the Magic Mike and Calvin T. But, you know, me and Magic Mike, you know, that's been my partner for years, though.
Yeah. When did you meet Mike?
Huh?
Like, how long you knew Mike?
I've been knowing Magic Mike since we was youngsters, you know what I mean?
Oh. So, I mean, you're
I've been knowing Magic for...
Hey, I mean, not to cut you off, but you got to witness, you know what I'm saying, the early days of E-40, the early days of Master P. I mean, you were right there through a lot of very important shit.
Yeah, not knowing, well, you know what I mean, the validity of everything that I was around, though, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no idea, you know, that history was in the making.
At what point in time did you meet Master P?
When I met P that same day when I was in the studio with E-40 when he came in later on that day.
Oh, okay. That was the first time then.
That was the first time that we had a face-to-face. And then he was asking me if I wanted, you know what I mean, be a part of the, you know, No Limit, TRU, and all that. You know, and I was like, yeah, whatever, man. You know, let me rap, man. Let me say something, you know. And that's how they kicked off.
Wow. And then next. Were you on Understanding the Time?
I really didn't have an agenda for the rap game, you know what I mean?
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforLife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk Radio.